Good afternoon, Instagramia, as opposed to Facelandia, you know what I'm saying? Here we are today. What is the day? May 4th. May the 4th be with you, and today is all about masks. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We always kind of ease into this slowly, although that is not my nature at all. I'd rather just leap in to the data. We still have to give people just a few minutes to be able to join. You know, normally I give a little bit of history at the very beginning of these posts, a little bit of history about the company, and I didn't have anything that I was thinking about today. So I know that we're moving into Mother's Day, and we're going to be talking about what our mothers meant to us if we have any connection with skincare and our parents. In the meantime, today's subject is all about masks. And as always, we include both retail and professional information on our mask data, on all of our skincare data, on all of our lives that we're doing are always inclusive for the retail as well as the professional esthetician. Now, it sounds like there's a damn party going on out there. I think one of our instructors from a school managed to come in, and he and Patty are socially distancing, but we haven't seen anybody for so long, so it sounds like there's this whole party that we are missing. Let us move into masks. With the Tuel skincare line, we color code our skincare. So right now we have 4 masks in the retail that are also in professional sizes, and then 1 professional only mask. Each color is indicative of a skin type. And so within each color we have cleansers, essential oil blends, creams, masks, etc., etc. And then we have products that are for all skin types. So moving into masks, masks are funny because some people absolutely adore them, and I have to really have my arms twisted to use one at home. I am just not a mask user at home, and certainly not in the traditional sense that you prepare your skin, you exfoliate, you do all of that, and then you put on a mask and you let it set. That's not my nature, it's not my style. So as we move through, I will tell you the things that I do with masks. They all can be used creatively. They don't have to be used in a strict, standardized system. So let's move right on to Moisture Plus Nourishing Mask. I'm going to open up the pros. That's one of the reasons why I brought it, so you could see what it looks like. Quite heavy in oil. This mask is for dry skin, small pores, not product reactive. It is, the main ingredients, or the main active ingredients, are butters. So we've got shea butter, maru, I'll be damned if I can ever say that and look normal, and sunflower butter. And what butters do is they act as emollients, they help seal in moisture, and they help actually lubricate the epidermis. This is, once again, for dry skin as a skin type. It can be used, they of course all can be used as a traditional mask, which is cleanse, exfoliate, put on, and then allow to sit for up to 10 minutes, rinsed off, and then you finish. This can also be used as a sleeping mask. Now, if you are using a heavy cream mask as a sleeping mask, you have to be careful. If your skin and your eyes are the type that retain water, so you wake up puffy, you have to be careful when you're doing a sleep-in mask that you don't get it too close to your eyes and you don't get it too heavy, or you can possibly cause edema, which of course goes away when you wake up and start blinking and all of that stuff, and it moves lymph fluid. But in the meantime, it can be used as a sleep-in mask. Next, we're going to talk about our detox clay mask. So this mask is for acne. I love this one. You know, I talk about this every time. I know what they smell like. I make the damn things. I still want to look at it and smell it. And our sense of smell is just so always present. And I am one of those that before I eat something, I am not delicate at all. And some of my siblings, we just like put our nose right into the food we're about to eat. Not that sophisticated sometimes, I can tell you. Detox clay mask. Kaolin clay, sulfur, zinc oxide. So the things about this mask, oil absorbing, it also helps suppress bacteria and promotes healing. Not all acne is oily. So even though this is oil absorbing, that does not mean it's dehydrating or too harsh for dry skin with acne, because acne is dry or combo or oily or reactive and has acne. This is not necessarily good for sleep-in mask because it is almost impossible to fully massage in like you can with a cream. It is very good for spot treatment, and it is very good to massage in, let it sit, and then rinse off. You can also put a nice generous layer on, let it sit for 10 minutes, and then rinse off. You can use it both ways. It's fantastic for breakouts anywhere. So if you have back acne, or you break out here, or even in your bikini Brazilian area, you can put it on, you can massage it in, and then rinse it off 10 minutes or so later. Really a great mask. I'm going to go through them all individually. Super Soothe 2-in-1 Calming. It's a cream, no fragrance. The ingredients, Canadian willow bark, lavender, arnica. This is an interesting mask. We call it Super Soothe 2-in-1 Calming because it helps. It's a vascular suppressant. All right, so I'm not saying that correctly. It takes the red out of the skin. And when you actually take the red out of the skin, you take the heat and also the feeling that heat brings. We developed this mask when chemical peels and microdermabrasions hit the market probably, 15 years ago. Chemical peels just came flooding into professional skincare treatments about 4 or 5 years ago. It looks like they are starting to calm down. A chemical peel is not the road to beautiful skin. It's just one of the tiny little possible curves or turns you might take along the way, but it's not the foundation for beautiful skin. So we were seeing a tremendous amount of inflammation, and we created the Super Soothe 2-in-1 Calming Mask to help calm the skin down. As a skin type, it is for small pore, product reactive skin. As a condition, it's for reactions. So we actually also have this as a post-wax soothing cream, which I don't have here. Imagine if you could see it. It's called post-wax soothing cream. It's exactly the same formula, and it's in Baradin packaging for our waxing clients. And we put it on anywhere the client turns red, and we leave it on. So yes, that means that you can also use this as a sleep-in mask if you have a tendency to have red skin, rosacea. Now rosacea is a vascular problem that can be dry or combo or oily or acneic or any of those things, just with a vascular problem. And to try and ease the vascular inflammation helps with rosacea. I'm not saying this is a rosacea treatment. This is actually to help get the red out of the skin. All right, Lift Up Firming Mask. I mean, come on, this is the mask. It's a gel. It's a super interesting mask. It is a firming mask. So glucosamine, coenzyme Q10, algae extract. You know, I have my notes here because I'm not terribly ingredient driven once the formula is done. I have a tendency to work with it on people, figure out what it can do, what I love about it, And then my sister is the more technical ingredient driven thing. So when I do these things, I still have my cheat sheet. In case you thought I was that good. Well, I am. I still have a cheat sheet. Okay, Lift Up Firming Mask. It's an amazing product. It has a lot of different functions to it. Again, going through them individually, you can prepare the skin, put it on, leave it for 10 minutes, and voila. All of that's traditional use of a mask. You can, this one is kind of a hard one to sleep in, but one of the things I do with this mask is I will take a little bit and I'll mix it with hydrate and I will massage it into my face, my neck, my breasts, my underarms, I mean anything I can possibly reach. And for me, because I told you I'm not a mask-driven person, I will do it 3 days in a row about once a month. So because I don't do that once a week thing, you know, my mother, I know a couple of people, Patty, our director of education, she'll do a formal facial on herself once a week. It's just not who I am. Some people are. But so I have a tendency to go boom, 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 and then not for 3 or 4 weeks. Beautiful, light, kind of sticky though. So it's, when I say light, it's not a heavy cream, it's quite a heavy gel. So you can't take this by itself, massage it in absolutely with nothing else. It won't. It stays sticky and tacky. All right? So that's the initial breakdown on the masks. Professionally, this is the only mask that we have that is professional only, and it's our desert clay. It's smectite clay. It's a single ingredient, can you see? Powder, so it has absolutely no shelf life, no bacteria, no nada. It doesn't have to be preserved because it's a powder. This is one of the only clay masks that I have met because we were personally introduced 20 some odd years ago that is hydrating. Now, clays are great for skin. They remineralize, but often they dehydrate. And this is the only clay mask that I have found that actually does not dehydrate. It just remineralizes. So now that I have done the breakdown of the masks, I'm going to tell you as a professional client and then as a retail client, things that you can do. Without this right now, you can massage this into your skin. You can put it on, leave it on. You can use this just where you don't have large pores, just on your neck and chest and breasts. Massage it in and leave it and sleep in that. You can take the Detox Clay Mask Spot Treat. You can put this on where you have acne, and you can put this on where you do not, okay? You can take the Super Soothe and actually massage it into your skin at night, overhydrate, and focus on where you are red. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about where you have redness or where you are puffy. Our lymphatic system, we have collection points for the way our lymph drains. So you know when you get swollen glands, and swollen glands, those are collection points for lymph. And the lymphatic system lives in the skin. So when I say I work with somebody that wakes up with puffy eyes, what I want them to do is massage skin deep, literally all working in this direction. So you're going to literally stroke out to here, and then finally go from your ears and down your neck a couple times. Do not go to the point where you can feel muscle or bone. It's skin deep. You only move your lymphatic system when you move your skin. Once you get into actual tissue, you bypass the lymphatic and you get into muscle and bone. So when you are working on redness, you can put this on and just stroke your face instead of just letting it sit, so that you're working out and you're working to your right underneath your ears and then working straight down your neck.
With your fingers?
Yes, you can do it with your fingers. I also, one of our educators got those cool squeezy little cups that you can purchase, and she showed us on our own professional website how to do a massage with them. And they're these little plastic squeezable cups. You put them on and then you drag them, and they only move the skin. Make sure when you're massaging around your eyes, I know that we are always taught to be so super delicate, yet we do this to put on eyeshadow and we rub them crazy. Our skin is not delicate. I mean, you look at pregnancy, skin is very strong and tolerant. We always want to cherish it and treat it beautifully, but in the meantime, when you're working, yes, with your fingertips or even flat hand, it kind of is more the movement than it is the medium. Okay, lift up firming mask. I kind of went over a couple of things that you can do with it. I massage it in as much as I can with hydrating water. I let it sit and then I rinse it off. I will put it on 3 days in a row on my breasts and my underarms. You know, it's a beautiful thing. Raise your arms. You can spot and mix any of these depending on what's going on with your skin. So now I'm going to bring in desert clay. Professionally, we start all of our 99% of our final masks with desert clay as the base. If we know, for some reason this keeps wiggling and I keep seeing it. We know that desert clay is remineralizing and hydrating. So if we mix desert clay and Moisture Plus, we have remineralizing, hydrating, and a super rich, nourishing mix. We can mix desert clay with detox clay and make it actually more nourishing. We can mix desert clay super soothe. So you're going to add all of the things that the mask does, and you're going to add remineralizing to it. Super good for the skin. Some of my favorite combinations of masks are going to be for acne that is also inflamed. I mix this. So I do desert clay, detox clay, and lift up. Now it seems very odd that you would put lift up into an acne mask, but lift up is also very healing. And these things all came from me working as an esthetician, working on live humans with live conditions and skin types, and thinking, okay, I don't know what's going on with this skin. It is here right now, and I'm going to work on it and see what I can accomplish. And this turned into one of my favorite combinations of all masks. When you are doing professional treatments and you're working on inflammation, you can do your entire massage with a Super Soothe. Of course, you would use this size. You would put that over there with the Super Soothe, and then finish with your combination of, let's say you're working on kind of irritated, mature skin. You would massage with the Super Soothe and then finish with the desert clay and lift up. You could take your, professionally speaking, your detox clay and spot treat by itself where somebody has acne or breakouts, and then mix these two and put it over the entire face, even over where your spot treatments are. Let's see what other creative things can you do. You really can take each one of these masks and put it on by itself. You can massage professionally with any one of these masks before you put your combination desert clay and anything else on it that you wish as your finishing mask. Let's see here. Okay, let's take some questions.
Is mineralizing your skin really possible?
As much as it is possible to hydrate, nourish, and get anything into the epidermis, yes. It doesn't remineralize your body. It doesn't remineralize the epidermis. We have to figure that when we are doing skin deep treatments, we are trying to penetrate anything into the epidermis, because to think we can get to the dermis is only a drug, like those drug patches. That's it. Cannot do it with cosmetics. So it's a yes and a no. We remineralize as much as possible, not into the dermis.
What about the enzyme peel mask?
Well, the enzyme peel, it's a mask in that it is removed, but I consider that part of the exfoliation. And this is finishing masks and treatment masks, and that was part of exfoliation.
Is there any masks you do not mix with the Pro Clay?
Nope. Honestly, 99% of my treatments, I might do a single individual mask on some part for some reason, or I might massage with it, but I still mix every other mask with this and water to finish.
When you mix, lift up, and hydrate, do you leave it on overnight?
That's my little secret that I do at home. Yes, but you really do have to work at the texture. Otherwise, it ends up so thick and sticky that you can't even. It's a gel, but it's an amazing tactile gel. So you have to massage it in and then put a cream over to cover that up and seal it in.
Will Super Soothe work on an accidental facial sunburn?
Absolutely. Yes. Hydrate. I keep talking about hydrate, which isn't here. Does not. Okay.
Super Soothe and Lift Up mixed together is my favorite combo. Sleep in, yes. Will you consider post-wax soothing cream in a pro size?
I'm assuming you mean for waxing. No, just buy it like this. Buy it from Tuel. Same website. So, yeah.
How about, answer those. How can I reduce the appearance of freckles?
Makeup. That's about it. You can't get rid of them. They are part of your charm. I mean, I know that freckles, hyperpigmentation, brown spots, it's kind of all under that same roof or same umbrella. And aesthetically, I know there are people that disagree with me with the use of vitamin C and sunblock. We can reduce the appearance. We can help inhibit it from more. We simply can't get rid of it. So makeup for your freckles, but I don't know. They're pretty adorable. Embrace them.
Is it normal for the oil to separate in the Moisture Plus mask?
It absolutely is. And just stir it up. Because it's so high in butters. It's, you know how butter gets when you have it room temperature? You kind of have that oil exterior. It's the same thing. I don't know. Can you see that? Is that visible? So it does kind of, you can see it, but it's buttery. They are plant butters. It's funny, our herbal toners are plant sugars. You know, we're botanical. These are plant butters.
Can I use some of the masks as night creams?
You can. You can use for the night cream, you could use the Moisture Plus Nourishing Mask or the Super Soothe 2-in-1. But my question to you is, why would you? If you're looking for more moisture, then perhaps you're not using Hydrate. You have to use Hydrate to add water and then a cream to seal the water in. You will not get the same effect of what one is looking for if you just use a cream. You've got to use water and then a cream to get the best response results.
What's the mixture ratio for the desert clay and other masks?
Okay, that's a good question. It has directions. We have about a tablespoon at the most. So a couple teaspoons up to a tablespoon of desert clay, probably a half teaspoon, and then water from there. And I dribble water in, I don't pour it in. So of course I use a mask bowl and a mask brush, and the minute you pour water in, you're going to put too much in. So I literally just take my hands and dribble and mix until I get the right amount. And you want it to be like honey-ish, not runny, but not super thick paste. Okay.
Do you ever mix Clear It into the detox mask?
Good question, and yes, we do. Clear It is colloidal milled sulfur. The detox clay also has sulfur. I would like to point out that sulfur that you put on the surface of your skin is not sulfa that is in foods we eat and have allergies to. So yes, we can up the reward, if you will, and the action of the detox clay by using Clear It in the mixture, yes.
What mask is good for around the eye area?
I would go with, and again, if you've been with me, it depends on whether you retain water, you retain edema, or not. As far as what I would put around the eyes, I would do any of them but desert clay. You would go Moisture Plus, Super Soothe, or Lift Up Firming.
What mask can I use on clients that are diabetic?
Any of them. Absolutely any of them.
Do you mix equal parts of the mask or just as much as you think for the particular client's needs?
Yes, I customize, actually. I'll customize it. I've done 2 to 3 masks a lot. I have massaged a lot with the Super Soothe for redness and irritation, and then finished with a combination of desert clay, Super Soothe, and any one of them. Yes.
Do you ever add essential oil blends into your masks?
Not terribly often, because we have already used our essential oil blends on the skin after extraction. So I don't necessarily mix them into the final mask. I just don't think it adds more to the skin. I think they smell fantastic, but I don't think they will do more for the skin in that moment, in that formulation.
What would you recommend to a rusty esthetician trying to get back into the facial work?
Call us, order Tuel, buy everything from us, listen to nobody else.
Desert clay mask, or desert clay plus other masks, would you apply one after the other, mix it or all together or in a bowl, then apply? Okay,
So if you have your bowl and you have all the masks you're going to use but not yet mixed, if you had, this is going to get technical, juicy acne, technical, somebody's skin that was in very much an active breakout, I would, in that bowl, take my mask brush, take the detox clay straight by itself and spot treatment, and then add water, mix everything, and go over everything like that. So you can layer it, you can spot treat, or you can do just the desert clay wherever they're broken out, and you can do the rest elsewhere.
Do all masks have to be washed off?
Unless you're sleeping in them, and then you theoretically wash your face in the morning. You would probably, yes. I don't know. A lot of people shower in the morning, a lot of people shower at night. So I think that's something, if you're using a sleep-in mask, that you have to judge for yourself to see, do you like the way your skin feels? If you're not usually a morning wash your face type of person, then are you going to want to use a sleep-in mask? And then will you have to figure out how to adjust it so you like your face when you wake up? Or do you just get in the shower. That's an individual thing.
Best mask to use after waxing a face. When to use the mask after waxing.
The mask is going to be the post-wax soothing cream. That is this formulation. And we use that when we're talking about like face, underarms, bikini area. We're going to use our post-wax essential oil blend, clear it if it's a breakout body part, and then our post-wax soothing cream, and we leave it on.
Can anyone benefit from the rescue mask?
You know, it's a funny thing when it comes to anti-aging products. I know that there are lots of youngsters, and I say youngsters under 30, under 40, that are wanting to use anti-aging or age management products. And honestly, you're not going to get the most benefit out of an age management product as you are going to get out of something that is more formulated for your skin at this moment in your life. Using products for more mature skin doesn't make your skin mature more slowly. Taking good care of your skin for where it is and when it is better than using a firming mask when you're 20. Y'all have nothing to firm. So I would not bother. I would more concentrate on hydrating and then sealing in that hydration than I would using something that is supposed to be for firming.
Should I invest in a mask at home or is monthly salon treatments good enough?
Well, I think, well, first of all, the whole point of treatments, you know, the easiest way to understand what treatments do is to talk about a dentist. We brush and floss every day. We go to the dentist for deep cleaning. The job of the esthetician is to do that deep cleaning, to assess your skin's condition and your products at home, and to see where you are and do you need any tweaking of the treatment or any tweaking of the products. If you are the type of person to use a mask at home, then I suggest, I just can't take that. The box never stops moving. I can't take it anymore. I'm seeing it the whole time. Okay, sorry. There. The little things, right? If you are the type to do a mask at home, then I'm going to tell you, do a mask at home. Go through clean your skin, exfoliate your skin, put the mask on and let it sit for 10 minutes. Your skin will actually love it. It's just not my nature or style to do it. I'd much rather work on people and see how it goes on their skin and test that response. That's my personality. But there is nothing that takes the place of a professional treatment. If it's a budget concern, I only have enough money to do one or the other, then you need good home care. But I'm going to tell you, you can call or go into a professional esthetician and say, I don't have money to get treatments. I would like to use good products. And that esthetician, if they are any good at all, will sit down for a 15-minute consultation and sell you products and have you come back every month for a consultation as long as you're using their products. I don't necessarily think that a consultation should be free or charged for. What I do think, if you're a retail client, is that if you're going in for a consultation, that you should absolutely buy their products, because it's just not polite to go in and get somebody's expertise and not pay them in some way. And buying their products is that same kind of a reward. We skincare techs want your skin to be beautiful, and we want it to be beautiful in a way that fits your time, your budget, your lifestyle, all of those things. That's our job, is to help you with that. So I'm going to say that's your choice, that's your budget, that's your lifestyle, and your decision from there.
So I have another retail question.
Mm-hmm.
How often should I use a mask? Should I be consistent with one or switch it up?
I would go with once a week would be fantastic. Switching it up is fun, not always necessary. It depends on what's going on with your skin. Every now and then I hear that it's good to surprise your skin or your skin gets tired of the same thing. I don't necessarily think that's true. If it's a really good source of product, it's like saying our body gets tired of great vegetables that are in season right now. It doesn't, as long as they're in season.
Combination products or masks for melasma or hyperpigmentation?
So the hyperpigmentation, melasma, same thing as freckles. The mask is not necessarily going to be the thing. The lift up firming is going to help somewhat, but I'm going to say vitamin C and sunblock. That's it.
Favorite mask for dry skin?
Favorite mask, dry as in a skin type, is going to be the Moisture Plus Nourishing Mask over Hydrate.
Best treatment for dark under eye circles?
All right, so if you have dark circles under eyes, it is genetic or it's diet. Quite often, Italian, Mediterranean will have more of a tendency to be dark under here. The other thing is people that consume dairy sometimes end up with that. And we are looking for, is it genetic? Then we're talking about makeup. Is it diet? Then you get rid of dairy for a month and you see if that helps it. So that kind of wraps it up. Moisture Plus Nourishing Mask for dry skin, small pores. Generally, this will be also fine on product reactive, not product reactive. Detox Clay Mask for acne. Super Soothe 2-in-1 Calming Mask for small pore product reactive skin or for any skin that has redness in it. It can be professionally massaged with and mixed in with other products. Lift Up Firming Mask for the mature of us. So I didn't talk about this just a few minutes ago, but one of the things that I do on clients that I really love, or I would do it on my mother when I was doing facials on her, is I would do my professional massage using this. It's expensive. So when you're doing a massage with this, you better really love that client or it better be your mama, because outside of that, it's an expensive product to massage with, but it's quite spectacular. Overhydrate. You're going to take some of this, rub it in your hands. It's a thick, sticky gel. So you lay it all over, and the way we massage is we don't add more product, we add water for slip. So when you're working with this, because it's such a unique massage medium as opposed to an oil-based cream, you have to make sure that you dip your fingertips in the water and come to the face wherever you're working. Dip your fingertips in the water and you add water to the product to get your slip in that way. But it's pretty awesome. Like I said, we only did it on people we liked or our mamas. And then finally, desert clay. Smectite clay. It's a single ingredient dry mask. Mix everything else with it. You can also, if you take it home, add it to your bath. Beautiful on the skin. And I think that's about it.
Yeah, one last question that came in.
Okay.
Would you use detox if the skin has large pores with congestion, but not actual acne?
That is a really good question. So, large congested pores. First of all, the cleansing duo is going to really, really help with the congestion, because large congested pores will look larger because the congestion is holding it open. When you release the dead skin from the surface all the time, like the cleansing oil herbal toner system does, and then professionally you exfoliate, and then professionally you extract, then what you're looking to do is release the congestion so that pore will relax back to its normal size for that skin. Yes, you can, absolutely. You can put a thin line over, a thin film over that part of the face, and then mix up the rest of whatever else you think the skin needs and lay it over the entire thing. Okay? I think that wraps up what we're going to do here. Should I talk about next week? So, a couple of weeks ago, I did a skin analysis. It was an hour class. It was exhausting. It was a ton of data. So what I am going to do every 3 to 4 weeks is I'm going to break down my skin analysis into more biteable chunks of data. And next week, we're going to start with dry skin. How to analyze your skin. Is it actually dry or is it simply dehydrated? How to tell the difference. The physical characteristics. How it might interact with where you live or where you work. And then what products and treatments go along with that skin type. So as always, Mondays, 1 o'clock, California time. I hope to see you there. I hope you enjoyed our little mini mask session and have a fantastic week.